So, after waiting what felt like an eternity, we finally got the Blood Money trailer. Due to restrictions on Take-Two Interactive, I will just be showing select clips of the trailer, but I will be making use of every single screenshot in the trailer. So you should see everything anyway. I'd also like to add that I actually really like the artwork on the banner because the main character in it really does kind of remind me of my own character's artwork on my channel art. So I'm just going to read through the newswire that was posted with the information, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on it as we go in real time. So it says, earn your blood money across a series of daring robberies, new opportunities and more coming next week in Red Dead Online. Step into the burgeoning criminal underworld of Red Dead Online Blood Money on July 13th, which we already knew, and prove that you're willing to get your hands dirty in service to some particularly notorious and well-connected members of Saint Denis society. There are whispers in the alleys of Le Mans' capital that Guido Martelli, right-hand man and underboss to the infamous Angelo Bronte, needs gunslingers of strong constitution. Martelli is seeking to recover a valuable commodity known as a capital. Originally devised as a unique system of exchange for more sensitive business dealings away from the watchful eyes of the taxman, it since ended up in the hands of nearly every lowlife across the 5 states. Now Bronte and Martelli want it back. If you can find and return it, Martelli will reward you with access to more worthwhile criminal opportunities. Not gonna lie, I like the way this language is sounding. It sounds like it's gonna be a heist-like kind of a thing where you're setting off to find a valuable item called the capital. It goes on, Martelli is purely focused on results. Entry into the world of more civilized crime requires nothing beyond a trusty sidearm and a willingness to use it, and no upfront investment is required. So we already knew this, we knew it was going to be no upfront investment, but they didn't quite say whether or not there's going to be things that you could purchase later on once the missions start opening up a bit. The newswire goes on to say that Martelli has entrusted some of the West's most reprehensible soldiers of fortune with leads on where you might find capital. Visiting these contacts will reveal an entirely new type of work known as crimes. Crimes will range from cloak and dagger coach holdups and multi-stage robberies, including kidnapping, brutal debt collectors and more. For a while there I was a little worried when they said contacts. I was thinking like, oh no, more stranger missions, but they do say multi-stage robberies, so that definitely has some potential right there, you know. It goes on, embark on crimes either as a lone gun, nice one, or with a full posse. That's perfect, that's exactly what I want to read. Of cutthroats alongside you. During each outing, keep a keen wit and search high and low for the signs of capital to return to Guido Martelli, including from hidden chests or on the remains of those who have crossed your path. As you traverse the plains in free roam, you may hear of unlocked homesteads and vulnerable camps ripe for the picking and begging to be relieved of the capital stash. Okay, so it seems like these homesteads and camp robberies will be kind of like random events, like in the other role kind of random events that we've had. We're still not getting any clarification on what those vulnerable camps might be. Are they going to be NPCs or are they going to be other player camps? I suppose we're going to have to just wait and see. Accumulating enough capital for Guido Martelli will reveal opportunities. These are dispatched by Martelli in a scheme to stifle a rising Le Mans senator who is disrupting Bronte's operations throughout the region. So it does feel like all these missions will be like tying into a larger narrative, which I do like. I mean, that is something that I really enjoy about Red Dead Online, which is playing through like some of the missions. And I'm really happy to hear that you can play these solo or with a posse, because to be honest, I like to have the option of doing both. It goes on to say each opportunity can reveal various approaches to each task on hand. I like to hear that. Listen into nearby conversations or look out for important targets to uncover new paths to completion and weaken this politician's position by bringing each of the 3 jewels to the west to the Martelli. Okay, we're getting serious heist-like vibes there from there, where you can actually do different approaches considering what the information that, you know, I like reading that now. It goes on to say the first of 3 opportunities will be available on July 13th, while 2 more will unveil themselves in time. Okay, I like that. It sounds like it could actually be a substantial update, that they're actually breaking into different parts. I mean, I hope this isn't going to be very drip fed like other things, but it does sound like there's going to be a bit of meat in this update, which is definitely welcomed. I spotted this screenshot as well while I was quickly scanning through the post, and that is definitely Dutch Vanderlin's vest. So I know a lot of people are going to be happy with this. A lot of people are always asking like, how do I get the little chain on my vest and the character, which I have, which I got from buying the Ultimate Edition. So glad to see something like that is actually going to be added in for purchase. It also looks like they're kind of trying to rebrand what was basically a horrible Outlaw Pass finale with the Outlaw Pass 5 to what seems to be called the Quick Draw Club. The Quick Draw Club is a series of 4 distinct rapid-fire passes arriving in consecutive installments over the coming months. Purchasing each membership entitles you to rewards, bonuses and items to help you live the life on the fringe of the law. Starting with Dutch's outfit, the Redcliffe, with each consecutive pass you'll purchase, you learn additional perks and rewards for continuing your journey. I do like that they're actually thinking of bringing this into installments, because one thing I used to always say was like, why drop an Outlaw Pass with an update? Because you'd end up playing the main meat of the update yourself and you're just ranking up that Outlaw Pass on the side. I didn't see any reason why they were releasing them both at the same time. I'd rather if they released the update and just when you're kind of you got as much out of the update as you wanted, then you get the Outlaw Pass and you got a little bit more like content and reason to keep playing the game. So I am glad that they're actually kind of at least addressing the problems that they had with the Outlaw Pass. It goes on to say each pass will cost 25 gold bars, all of which you can earn back by completing the Outlaw Pass to 25 ranks. And an additional bonus, players who purchase all 4 Outlaw Passes will receive the upcoming Halloween 2 Pass for free. So again, they're saying all the right things here. A lot of people didn't like that you couldn't earn all that gold back from the Outlaw Pass. I didn't overly mind the fact that you couldn't, but at least people can earn back the gold bars. So as long as you're playing the game, they shouldn't actually cost you anything as long as you complete them. Reward of the free Halloween Pass then at the end will give you incentive to keep logging in, getting the Outlaw Passes and playing. So that might be actually a good strategy to kind of keep the player base alive and going throughout the coming months. They also go on to say, in response to your feedback, the skill and satchel pamphlets previously released via the Outlaw Pass, such as unlocking the ability to fast travel from a wilderness camp, will be placed on general sale at the fence. Well done, Rockstar. Look, it was an oversight to actually have that in a paywall, and locked behind a paywall is such a big game changer in the game that I'm so happy to see that that'll be now available for newer players or people that have other characters that they just want to have it in. It is definitely a decent purchase to get, and when you can fast travel from the wilderness camp from anywhere, it really does change the game and open it up, makes it a lot more fun to play. It goes on, plus over the coming weeks and months, some of the most stylish and oft requested clothing items from the Outlaw Passes number 2 and 3 return for players who were unable to obtain them, including outfits worn by the legendary members of the Vanderlyn gang like Marston's outfit, the Cleland Arthur's Haraway outfit, the Deadham outfit worn by Bill Williamson, and Javier's the Japatero outfit. I don't know, look, I'm really happy that the wilderness camps comes back and maybe some of the skill pamphlets, because I don't think that kind of stuff should be locked in behind it. But when it comes to like those outfits, I mean, big part of the bonus of those outfits were the fact that they were timed. I mean, that like you could have something unique because you were an older player or a veteran player. And like, to be honest, I kind of see that as just kind of lazy. They're just going to reshuffle all content back in again. These things are like strictly cosmetic, so like limited time actually made sense for stuff like that, whereas locking skill templates and wilderness camp things that'll actually give you an advantage in the game, that doesn't make sense. We're essentially just getting some of the better items from old Outlaw Passes back in. It just kind of undermines what the Outlaw Passes were, you know? I guess another way of looking at it is they might be like a lot of those older players are just gone now, so maybe we'll just give the newer players what we give the older players. But I suppose at least they're giving us the Dutch Vanderlyn outfit. I hope there's a lot more to it, and not just one outfit smacked together with a load of other outfits that they've added before. They also said at the very end that as part of the July 13th update, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online on PC will be offered the Nvidia DLSS support to all Windows users with eligible Nvidia graphics cards. The newly supported features boost frame rate and generates beautiful sharp images. I'm just going to say from experience, yes it does. I really like the DLSS on the Nvidia cards. I mean, I was playing around with Cyberpunk 2077 with it on and off, and I mean, it's a huge difference. This is more so noticeable if you're obviously playing in 4K, because this kind of AI sampling, upsampling kind of really does take a load off your PC, and definitely boosts the frame rates a lot. So if you have an Nvidia graphics card, a GTX card, definitely should be looking forward to that, and it'll definitely be worth having a look at Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online again, just to see what the improvements are like. So that is the entirety of the newswire. I had fairly low expectations coming in. I have to admit my expectations are a little bit better now. It does sound interesting. It sounds like it does have potential. It has very heist-like language to how you can have different approaches to doing the mission, and I like the way they're going to stagger this. What sounds like it'll be substantial content drops over the next couple of weeks. I hope they've learned from previous updates that they don't just drop it all in the code at the bottom. Otherwise, within the first month, we're going to know exactly what's coming in the next year of content, and people will be burnt out of it by the time Halloween even comes. So I really hope that these are going to be downloads like most other games do. This is really just my first impressions of the newswire, so I really want to kind of think over this and read it and kind of get my thoughts on it. But let me know in the comments what you think of this. Are you now excited? Does this sound like the kind of update that you wanted? Let me know in the comments, because I love hearing from you guys. Again, thanks you all for the support. You guys are legends. Catch you in the next one.